Rain drizzled down the tall glass windows of the Moonlight Cafe, the kind of elegant place where businessmen came to sign million-dollar deals and couples whispered over expensive cappuccinos. At a corner table, Alexander Knight, the young but notoriously cold CEO of Knight Enterprises, glanced impatiently at his watch for the 5th time. He didn't even know why he was there. His best friend, Ryan, had convinced him to go on a blind date. "She's a model, Alex," Ryan had said. "Beautiful, confident, just your type." Alex sighed. He had dated models before. They were all the same, smiles for cameras, but emptiness in their eyes. Still, something inside him, perhaps loneliness, had made him agree. After all, it had been years since his breakup, and his heart, though locked away, still longed for warmth. The cafe door chimed. A woman rushed in, her hair dripping from the rain. She wasn't a glamorous kind. Her clothes were plain, and she clutched a worn-out handbag. Her eyes scanned the room nervously. When her gaze met Alex's, she hesitated, then slowly approached. Are you Alexander?" she asked softly. Alex blinked. "Yes. And you are?" "Emily," she said, offering a shy smile. "Emily Carter. I'm so sorry I'm late. The bus broke down and—" "Bus?" he repeated, surprised. She nodded, blushing. "Yes. I couldn't afford a cab." For a moment, Alex was speechless. This wasn't the glamorous model Ryan had promised. She looked exhausted, like she had fought the world just to get here. He should have walked away. But something about her trembling hands and honest eyes made him stay. "Please sit," he said, gesturing to the chair. She smiled gratefully and sat down, clutching her handbag close to her chest. The waiter came. Emily quickly flipped through the menu, her eyes widening at the prices. Just water, please," she said quietly. Alex raised an eyebrow. "You can order anything you want." She shook her head. "It's fine. I'm not that hungry." He noticed a slight tremble in her voice and the way she avoided his eyes. There was something deeper here. "So, Emily," he said, leaning back, "tell me about yourself." She hesitated. "Well, I'm a single mom. I work 2 jobs, one at a diner and another cleaning offices at night. My son's 6. He's the reason I keep going." Her honesty disarmed him. No pretenses, no fake charm, just raw truth. "And you? You must be someone important to be sitting here," she said shyly. He smiled faintly. "You could say that. I run a company. But most days, it feels like the company runs me." Her lips curved into a small smile. "You sound lonely." The words hit him harder than he expected. "Maybe I am," he admitted. For the next hour, they talked about life, about dreams, about struggles. She told him how her husband had abandoned her when their son was 2, leaving her to face the world alone. He told her how his success had cost him peace and trust. By the time they realized it, the cafe was nearly empty. "I should go," Emily said softly, glancing at her phone. "I have to pick up my son from my neighbors." Alex nodded. "Let me drop you home." "Oh, no," she said quickly. "I take the bus." "It's okay." "It's raining," he insisted. "Please." After a moment, she agreed. As they drove through the quiet streets, Alex noticed how she stared out the window, lost in thought. The city lights reflected in her eyes, making her look almost magical. When they reached her neighborhood, a small, worn-down apartment block, she turned to him. "Thank you, Mr. Knight, for not judging me." He smiled. "You're easy to talk to, Emily." She blushed, then hurried out, waving goodbye. Alex sat there for a while, watching her disappear into the building. For the first time in years, his chest felt warm. That night, Alex couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about her laugh, her eyes, the way she talked about her son with pride. He looked up her number in his phone, the one Ryan had given him, and smiled. The next morning, he texted her, "Would you have coffee with me again?" She replied an hour later, "If you don't mind a single mom tagging along with her kid." He smiled. "I'd be honored." Sunday arrived. Emily walked into the cafe again, this time holding her son's hand. The boy had messy hair and curious eyes. "Hi, I'm Noah," he said boldly, climbing onto the chair across from Alex. "Hi, Noah," Alex said, grinning. "Do you like hot chocolate?" Noah nodded eagerly. "Mom never lets me have 2 cups." Emily blushed. "Noah." Alex laughed. "Today, you can have as many as you want." The 3 of them spent the morning laughing. Noah talked about school, Emily teased him about his drawing skills, and Alex forgot he was CEO. For the first time, he just felt human. When they left, Noah grabbed Alex's hand. "Will you come play with us again?" he asked. Alex hesitated, looking at Emily. She smiled softly. "You don't have to." "I'd love to," Alex interrupted. Days turned into weeks. Alex found himself visiting Emily's neighborhood often, helping fix a broken door, bringing groceries, even joining Noah at the park. People stared. After all, what was a billionaire doing in such a poor area? But Alex didn't care. One evening, as the sun dipped below the skyline, he found Emily sitting outside her apartment, staring at the sunset. "You're quiet," he said, sitting beside her. She sighed. I don't want to be a burden, Alex. You have your world and I have mine." He looked at her. "Emily, my world was empty before you." Her eyes widened. "Don't say that. You could have anyone." "But I don't want anyone," he said firmly. "I want you." Tears welled in her eyes. "Why me?" "Because you reminded me what real means," he whispered. "You don't care about my money or my title. You care about people, about love, and that's something I forgot existed." She covered her face, crying softly. He gently took her hands. "Let me in, Emily. Not as a CEO, but as someone who's been lonely too long." Months later, the headlines read, "Billionaire Alexander Knight marries single mom Emily Carter in private ceremony." At the wedding, Noah ran up to Alex, tugging at his suit. "Does this mean you're my dad now?" Alex smiled, kneeling to his level. "Only if you'll have me." The boy hugged him tightly. "I already do." And as Emily watched them, tears glistening in her eyes, she realized that sometimes love doesn't come wrapped in perfection or wealth. It comes when 2 broken hearts finally find home in each other.